Hello everyone. My name is Dennis. I'm from AppFollow Professional Services team, and today I wanna show you what's our usual app review management audit looks like. And first of all, I want to thank our friends from the Acer Games that allowed us to go through their app, so we can show you like the real data, the real reviews, like and something real to show you today on this live audit. So I saw that some of you, like some from the Azure Games, also here today with us on the webinar. So hello to you too. So yeah, so today I will try to cover like the main points in terms of the app review analysis, app review audit. Probably I will mostly concentrate on the reviews data and on the reply strategy at the moment. So here is the agenda mm, for today's live session. So I will try to show you like what are the like main points we usually try to cover during this audit, trying to find out like what can be improved, what is done good or bad, like at this moment, what can be improved, like which like tactics, which cases and practices we should keep and continue, and which one we should replace like with a better ones, or try some other tactics. So let's go through the agenda quickly. So I will start with like I will go through like the main tools that we have in AppFollow at the moment. So we'll start with the dashboard stats, like which metrics you could analyze there, which data can be helpful for you to understand like what's going on with the app. Then it's reviews analysis by country, by language, by version, and so on, by after the update, for example. Then we will go through the replies and reviews and check like so which reviews, in which cases review rating became better or worse. Then I will go through my favorite theme, the automation of both tagging and the replies, and which opportunities can be there for your organization. Also, we'll share you like which reviews can be automated at the first step, especially like as the first step for your organization, for your company, for your support team. Then I will talk about a little bit about the reply templates, and maybe the last one will be competitor analysis. I would say that the competitor analysis is a little bit more external to the app audit, but sometimes it can be helpful too to compare your metrics against the competitors to check what are the benchmarks in terms of this metrics can be for your app, and use this data too. So yeah, so as I've said, like let's start with the dashboard. So that is the product, the app that we will go deep today. So that called World War Heroes. We will check both the App Store and the Google Play game there. So we will start like with the dashboard that we have here in AppFollow. So yeah, so some of the metrics are pretty usual, but still we're trying to look at them quickly all the time, like select 2 months, last 2 months, 3 months there to see like what is the average new rating, how does it change, especially like the changes of all these metrics for us are the most crucial. Like what is the dynamics, what is the like trends there, like if it's getting higher, lower, or it's the same. In terms of the average new rating worldwide, we can see that World War Heroes has like the same average new rating, so there were no any like dips in terms of the rating for the last 60 days there. Like in terms of the average review rating, we have a little bit of decrease there, but it's still like not so big. We can see that numbers here are pretty much the same. Also, just in total, here we can check just in total like how many positive ratings came there, how many new negative ratings, and there we can see that it was the growth of both positive and negative ratings there. But like in total, the numbers of reviews received worldwide and reviews replied was a much lower than it was. So maybe this is like the main metrics that we're checking here, that the reply rate decrease. But if you want to go deeper there we should check how many negative reviews were replied. What was the reply rate for the negative reviews? Because usually these are the ones that we should concentrate on if we want to improve both the reply effect and the average review rate. There. In a follow, you can check the agent stat, but I think that's mostly like if you want to check like what average response times, how many reviews were tagged, most popular tags that were used there, and also on the bottom of the page you can check like which of the reviews are requires your attention. So these are usually the featured reviews that don't have any replies at the moment, especially the negative ones. So these are the reviews that are more visible on the app page. So we usually strongly recommend replying to these reviews, especially the negative ones. Even if you don't have the automation, you can easily do that in a follow using like the filter for the featured reviews. So that's what we usually starting with, like as I've said, like going through these numbers, checking like what were like the changes and the trends in terms of the review rating and just rating in total. Also, if we have some few specific countries that we want to look at, that's where we can choose the countries like and go through them. So that's the first part. As I've said, like the dashboard, that's where usually starting with to see like the whole picture in general in terms of the numbers. Then the next one usually is like reviews analysis. So here we're trying to see like what are the results of the replies at the moment. So how replies to the reviews affect the rating of these reviews. So once again, in the App Store, we can see that 58 reviews were updated. That means like that the rating of the reviews was updated, or the text of the reviews was updated. And here we can see that the reviews with replies have a worse reply effect there. Like for both in both cases, it's like the negative reply effect, but here it's even lower. So only the like cases where the rating became worse or it didn't change happened. But also the reason could be is like just the low number of this reviews in total. Maybe like on the bigger picture, on the bigger scale, this number will be much lower. We will have even the positive effect. So probably let's check it right now. Like let's choose a bigger period here. Maybe we will see that that it's different there. So yeah, let's choose it up to the first end of summer. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, we got more reviews there for this app with the replies where it was updated, and we can see that the reply effect is much higher, and it's positive. That the main point there. So that's how it can change like when the bigger numbers are there. Then we can also go through the list of countries, like what is the countries with the highest amount of reviews, what is the average rating for them, and here we usually quickly saw like what are the countries with the lowest average rating, and usually these are the countries that we should mostly concentrate on, like the Taiwan, like the Japan, and who else? Germany is like has also the low one, especially compared to some top countries like United States, like Vietnam, like Turkey. You can easily see that like there's much more like higher average rating, and probably this is like these other countries, like these other languages that you definitely should concentrate on, because like of this low average rate numbers. The reasons can be different. Maybe sometimes you just can't help it just replying to this review. Sometimes it's like just like the that's what like the users from this market are usually can be more negative than for others, like or the monetization policies or something else, like it's like different there. But still you should try like to solve this and try to increase the average rating there in this markets, especially if there are a lot of reviews are coming from there. And the same data about the languages, I think it will match like with the countries data. there. And also, if you have some like negative, like unsuccessful updates, you will also see that here on the follow page. For example, we can easily see that like this one was like more negative than the others. We can see on the trends where like a lot of negative reviews happened for this particular update, and like the number of 1-star reviews was much higher than usual. So yeah, reviews analysis, I would say like the second one, where the second page where we're going trying to go deeper in the reply effect. Usually that's like the main metric for us. So yeah, there's like a big explanation of the reply effect in the follow. But as I've said, like it shows you what's like the average review rating change after the reply of the developer. So yeah, that's like the second one. What's next? Replies chart. And then, as I've said, like we want to go deeper. For example, we want to see like in which cases like reviews became worse, for example. So we once again, I choose to apps there. I choose like the cases when it became worse, and that's where we can check like what is happening there. What is happening there when the reviews became worse. We can go just through this reviews there. We can see like what was average rating change. Go there to see like what was the reason for changing the review rating to the lower. We usually go through the replies to see like why it's happening there, trying to find out the solution. Sometimes there is no visible reason for this change, so it's okay. But like going through this list of reviews, you can see like why that happened. Can the reason be in your reply, or is something in the product there? So using the replies chart, you can easily do that. You can see like what is happening there in terms of like of the reviews rating change, like and if the replies should be changed there, or something else happened. So yeah, that's like the replies chat where you can check it. You can also do that using the follow reply to reviews page here, where you can choose like once again the rating here, rating change, all reviews, the one that became worse after the update. And yeah, you will see that. And maybe we can choose that the language of its reviews should be English. Yeah. So yeah, here you can go through the changes. Like you can see that from my perspective, like most of the times, the text of these reviews is pretty much the same. Usually like the issue wasn't resolved on the app developer side, or even like it's not can be resolved in such like short time, like in a week, for example, or it's just like people are not satisfied like with the monetization, with the ads inside the app, so the usual things. But still they're like using like these filters that we have in AppFollow, like where it became worse, became better. You can find out like the reasons for that, like why it can happen. Like if we talk about the automation, like maybe it wasn't applied correctly, for example, for this review, or something else like happened there. So for example, this is like where it came from 5-star reviews to 1-star reviews pretty quickly, like in a few days. And yeah, that's you should like reply pretty fast, because like from our perspective, the response time is one of the game changers there. So the more the quicker you're replying to the review, the more chances you have to resolve this issue and to improve this rating back, like getting back to the 4 or 5 star reviews and get like the satisfied user. But yeah, you can easily see it. So once again, on the reply to reviews page, you can check like both became worse or became better. I would also probably add like here the filter that this it should has replied, because some of them the rating can change without the reply, as I showed you. And yeah, so this like one other a quick way to look into the reply strategies there in terms like what is affecting, because we see like that in total only like a small amount of reviews will be updated without with reply, and like only in a few cases it can affect it. And that's like where it could work like to the improve to the improving to the improvement of the reviews of the average review rating, if you will respond quickly and respond accurately to all of these reviews that you get to both of your apps, if it be in Google Play or in the App Store there. Yeah, and let's move on. As I've said, like my favorite topic, automation and automation opportunities for your organization. Sorry to those who were on our last webinar. I will quickly go through the slides that we already showed to cover this thing. So the automation opportunities for your organization, for your company, we have right now like the three main options. The first one, probably the main one, is auto replies. You saw it here on the reply to reviews page that like some of them can be replied automatically there. Oh, sorry, I can't find it right now. Yeah, let's move on. So some of those reviews can be replied automatically if you will create like the right conditions for them. Like it can be auto replied based on the language, based on the rating, based on the keywords mostly and phrases that is used in these reviews. And it can be as fast as possible, because as soon as like I follow the text, this review, the reply can be sent automatically or after your approval in a follow account. Then the auto tags are also the great tool for your analysis of the main issues of your topics and so on. And based also on the tags, you can build your reply strategy, your review management strategy, and also the product strategy, because it will help to understand the voice of customer better and analyze your reviews and topics and issues with a better accuracy, with a higher accuracy there. And the last one, report concern. This like the you can report this concern to the moderators of the App Store and the Google Play and ask them to delete the spam, offensive, or nonsense reviews. And for some games, especially if there are a lot of that kind of reviews, a big amount of these reviews, you can easily use that. We have like the auto detection of this, like of the spam reviews, of the of offensive reviews and follow. And by using that, you can easily like send it automatically all these reports. And like by using that, it can help a lot to improve your review rating. Which reviews to automate and to start with, if we talk about the auto text and auto replies, especially the auto replies. So as in general, these are the low star reviews with 3 stars lower. These are like the usual suspects there. Then these are the featured reviews, the one that are the most visible and visible on the app pages. As I also said, like if you can't, like if you don't have like this automation features, you can reply manually to them using our filters there, like the featured reviews. So yeah, you can choose like that. These are the featured reviews, and we will show it to you here. Then the trend topics, the common issues, for example, some topics after the update, or like some what is trending in terms of the reviews right now. You can easily create like the auto reply for this topic and like cover these reviews with the auto replies or auto tags. Then it's short reviews that don't have a lot of like, I would say, sense, but not a lot of feedback, like constructive feedback there. There's like the app is bad, the app is good, something like that. The app is trash. So this can be easily automated. And as I've said, like deleting, asking to delete the reviews, report a concern for spam. and for instance reviews there. So once again, like I will show you like only one example of the great auto reply that Azure team has at the moment. Is I've said like it's cover a lot of like points that I've said before. So you can reply only to 1 word, 2 word, 3 words reviews there using like the most the usual the most popular and like usual words that usually is used there, like in the reviews. So you add in the list of these keywords that are usually like used in the positive reviews. But if in the same time, if like the review rating is low, you can ask, for example, these users to rate it higher if you're using this kind of words. So this like one of the mechanics, one of the logics where you can use auto replies, but it can be done the same for the reviews with a higher rating, where you're just thanking your users for rating your game or your app so high. So this one of the ways to do that. As I've said, like you can choose a lot of different conditions there: the review language, the review length, the review rating. You can choose, you can search for words not only in the review text but also in the review translation. So if it's like if you're using only English, for example, in your company, then you can choose that to translate all the reviews to English, and then like look in the translation of these reviews. So that's how it's done usually. So the next step is reply templates there. So the reply templates, you can either see there that for the auto replies, some of the templates is used, like when it's like about a good game in this case. So once again, like one of the many cases, like when, for example, your team have only English speaking, for example, or English and Spanish speaking support managers, but still you have a lot of reviews from other languages. So that's where you can easily use like the templates and auto replies. For example, you got like reviews in some other languages, then you can create the template in this language and use it like use it for these specific languages. You will see the translation of the review and then send like the reply for this particular case, like about some specific bags or something like that, or some specific topic, and use like the set of different templates on this language, or just use it like for any other language, because it will improve like the response time a lot there. And yeah, the last one here probably is the competitor analysis. As I've said, like it's more like not like a redundant, but like the additional one that you can use there. But still, on the compare feedback page, we are collecting all the data that you can see that we collect in AppFollow and that we imported from both from the App Store and from the Google Play. So here you can easily compare your app against their competitors or against your other apps. And yeah, you will see like the rating summary, what is the average rating for the selected period, what is the rating by countries there, in how many countries you have low and high rating this app has, like what are the average ratings, like what are the new ratings in the top 3 country, for example, for you, like how the app can be compared in terms of the number of reviews, like in general, and also the review rating. And so in this case, we have like this hint that like this is the quadrant, like where the square where the all the best apps in terms of the reviews overview are here, because like they have a lot of reviews and the reviews are pretty positive at this moment. So yeah, you can see it here, and like all the data will be collected in this great table, where you can see like all the data, all the numbers, both, as I've said, on your apps and also on the competitors, like all the available metrics we have in AppFollow to see like how the app is performing worldwide or in some particular country for the selected period there. So that's the competitor analysis, and this also can be exported like in the PDF report there. So that's like in short, these are like the main data sets, like the data kind of that we are looking for. Trying to go through all of these pages and all of this data, starting like with the high level data on the reviews, ratings, and so on, and going like deeper and deeper with each steps, like then going looking only at the reviews, looking at the replies, then trying to look into like some particular reviews and replies there, like what's the effect of like some particular like replies and templates and there, like how it differs from country to country, from language to language there. And yeah, so that's how it's done. And like I want to finish like this live session, not to finish the whole session, like but like the part with my presentation. There is a review management checklist, like I want to name it like the starter pack for you. So a few ideas, like a few proposals I have for you. I hope that it's all done for you at this moment. Then I will be very satisfied if you already done it. That's great. I'm very happy for that. So yeah, the first point, like check your reply rate. I want you to go and check like the main metrics. So check your reply rate for all reviews and only negative reviews, like how many of the reviews that are getting replied at the moment, because it's pretty crucial, especially for negative reviews. Then the reply effect, the one that I showed you in the reviews analysis, like what is the effect of your replies at the moment. Does it improve the rating on average for the reviews you replied, or does it like decrease it? And also check like average review rating by language, by country. I think the reply effect also can be measured by language and by country, so it can be different, like as I've said, like different templates works differently in different countries and language for different countries and languages. Also, as I've shown on the reviews analysis, just try to find out like what are the countries, languages, and topics with the lowest rating or with a higher amount of 1-star, 2-star reviews. And probably these are the ones that you should concentrate your effort, especially if there are a lot of reviews for them. Then please find cases where review rating decreased after the reply and try to seek out the reasons. As I've said, like sometimes there are no reasons for that. That's like just how the game works at the moment. So, like it's the only way to do that, and there will be users that are not satisfied with that. But still, maybe the reason in your reply strategy or your response time or something else, or like the old some old issue is not solved yet. Also create reply templates to most common reviews at least, or to the most common languages, or to the languages you can't work with at the moment in terms of like yeah to these languages. And then create at least one auto reply with the approval mode. So that's my favorite point on this checklist. So please try it. Like we have for sure the templates for that templates library for some specific. Oh, it's not here for some reason. Maybe. Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, yeah. In the templates library, we have a few different auto replies templates that you can use already for the bugs, for the positive reviews, negative reviews, and so on. You can just copy to your workspace, and like yeah, it will work, and you can use them. Just try it out to see like how it works. From our experience, from our perspective, seems like when it's done right, when all conditions are set correctly, that's where it will help you a lot, will save a lot of time, and probably will also improve your main metrics. So yeah, that's where I want to finish, like with my presentation, and probably let's move on to the questions if there are any. If not, you
Yeah,
can please ask me.
sure. Before I move to the Q&A, I would do one more poll question. Well, actually, we're going to do two. So, I'm curious, for those guests who've joined us today, is there a workflow similar to what Dennis presented on that you do? Like, do you audit the success of your review management strategy currently? I'll give everyone a couple minutes a minute or so to answer that. And then we'll have our final poll question, which I'll ask you the rater session, and then we'll move on to Q&A. Cool. Seems like somewhat not often. Dennis, how often would you recommend clients to do like an audit? You think you should do it on like a quarterly basis, monthly basis, or if you see like other factors that you think we should do?
Yeah, as we have it in a follow, we usually make this quarterly.
Okay.
Create these reports, like going through like the main markets, like for each of the platforms and for each app, if there are a few apps there, trying to see like if there are any drastic changes in terms of the, it depends like on the company, what are the normal metric for them in terms of the review management. For example, for some companies we are looking at the average review rating. For some companies we are looking at this automation score, just or the reply rate for them. So this, yeah, probably quarterly will be
Yeah,
okay.
that sounds very feasible too, especially with what you shared. I think the checklist would be really helpful to have that shared out as well. So yeah, our last poll question before we move to Q&A is, how would you rate this session? So far it's 5 stars, which is great to see. Awesome. All right. Now that we can move, I think we do have some questions. So Oriel Salvador, it wants to can you remind him where to find the reply rate percentage?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm checking it right now to show you. I have some sorry, trying to find it right now because we had it in the dashboard, but please give me a few minutes. Yeah, something with my internet, but yeah, let me share screen once again. Okay, so yeah, I don't know, it's not available right now, but here in the dashboard, like we have this reply stats, and it will be shown here how many reviews are replied. This is the reply rate, how many featured reviews replied, how many updated reviews replied, and reply effect, and so on. Maybe because of the like that, because of now no integration with the Google Play Console. Maybe that's the reason why it's not showed there. But the other way you can check it is go to the reply to reviews page here, and you can just choose like, you can first, when you will get here to the page, you will see the total number of reviews there for the selected period. Yeah, we'll choose last 30 days here. And you will easily, and then you can choose like how many of them are with reply. So that will be like you can find out like what are the number of reviews, like yeah, what are the percentage of the reviews that has reply at the moment. And also you can add like more filters, just selecting only the reviews, for example, only the reviews with the with the 1, 2, 3 star rating, for example, not to see how many of them has the replies. So that's how I would do that. But yeah, it should be available in the dashboard. I think something on my side is not working, or the integration, or because of the integration, the numbers are not available there, but they should be available there in the dashboard in the reply stats chart. And from there you can choose the country you want to check. Like then you will also see it, but only for the App Store apps.
Great. And another question, any thoughts on negative effects or automated replies, users feeling like they don't come from a human? I mean, I can also speak to this. So there's definitely different strategies you can share on kind of coming across of having a more authentic automated strategy. Creating a multiple amount of templates. So there's a variety of templates being submitted, so it's not the same redundant messaging. Using conversational kind of words that are more familiar. There's ways to use the user's name, so to set up a condition. So there are different strategies that we can also send this out in our Slack community. Some more best practices on being more authentic automation. I think one thing to really keep in mind that really only the delivery is automated. So the templates, the strategy is all human design. So really it's just, there's a lot of control you have on your automated strategy. Dennis, anything to add there?
Yeah, we mostly said it, like, all and cover everything. Maybe one more thing that I want to add, like, that we also have this this feature where you can automatically add the real username there. That's only one of the things that you can use. Maybe it will look more human. Most of the times, if the username is okay to use there, because some gaming companies were saying that they don't want to use that because some cases are not looking not great. But still, that's the one. And also you can, for each of the topic, for each auto reply, you can create a few different templates. For example, 3, 5 templates, or even more, for each specific case, and it will make it a little bit more human. But still, I think that there are companies that use a few templates, even if they are replying to them manually. So it's pretty much the same. Also, there are two modes that we have for the auto replies. The first is the approval mode. So if you have enough capacity to check each of the reply, or some of the replies manually. So if they make sense, you will click to submit the reply, to publish them. And for some and if they are not right, you can delete them and choose the other one from the templates, or choose or type it manually and publish it. So that's not a problem, I would say.
Yeah, approval mode is a great way to kind of gain some confidence and using automation, just making sure that the right messaging gets delivered. So I love that tactic.
Yep.
Another one, as we check positive and negative ratings, and which ones became better or worse for reviews, can we combine them together to check the worst and negative, and vice versa? Can we
Yeah, for sure. So you can choose any filters you want, and it's unlimited amount of filters you can add. The only thing that if you will see any reviews by these filters, but you can choose the reviews with the specific rating, the reviews that became better or worse after the update, and also you can choose add the language and something else and so on. So I think it's not a problem. The only exclusion there will be if you will choose the positive reviews, only 5-star reviews, that for sure they can get worse. Then it can get worse. And the same with the negative reviews, it can be bad.
Great. Time is up. So we still have 15 minutes, and we can definitely book time back on everyone's calendar if there's no more questions. Again, if you haven't joined our Slack community, we encourage you to do so, and I will repost that in the chat. And we'll definitely do some follow up there, as well as what is sent out from Livestorm. Yeah. I just want to thank Dennis for hosting this live audit and for everybody taking the time of their day to join our session. And we look forward to seeing you in upcoming sessions as well.
Yeah, and let's thank once again the Azure Games for giving us like this great app to look into using this data so we can show some like real cases, real numbers. So thanks again.
Thank you, Azure Games. Definitely appreciated. So great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye everyone.
Bye, Dennis.